Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we bring you the essential insights from the most compelling stories, sort of cutting through the noise to get straight to what matters. Today, we're embarking on a really fascinating journey into the life of someone who has, well, consistently shattered expectations, bravely navigated multiple, often contrasting worlds. We're talking about Kangana Ranaut, a name that resonates far beyond just acting. She's been this powerhouse actress, a filmmaker, and now, yes, a member of parliament. Our mission today, using the sources you've shared with us, is to really get our heads around how a small town girl from the Himalayas transformed, into an award-winning cinematic force, an outspoken public figure, and a powerful voice in Indian politics. It's a story brimming with unexpected turns, bold choices, and this relentless pursuit of autonomy that we think you'll find absolutely captivating.
It really is a trajectory unlike almost any other we've seen, especially in India. This deep dive will explore how these different facets of her life, her surprising early dreams, her artistic evolution in Bollywood, her famously controversial public image, and of course this recent, pretty dramatic shift into politics, how they all intertwine. We'll see how these elements have forged a truly singular and impactful public figure in a nation that's, constantly evolving. It's a story of constant reinvention, really driven by a powerful personal conviction.
Okay, right. Let's unpack this then, from the very beginning. Tracing her roots, Kangana Ranaut, born March 23, 1987, in a small town called Bambla. It's Rajpur, now nestled in the Mandi district of Himachal Pradesh. She comes from a Rajput family. That's a community with deep historical, cultural ties in India, often known for, well, traditional values, strong identity. Her father, Amardeep Ranaut, a businessman, and her mother, Asha Ranaut, worked as a school teacher. She also has siblings, an older sister, Rangali Chandel, and a younger brother, Akshat. But what's really striking right from her early life, especially, considering that conservative family background, is her initial ambition. She wasn't dreaming of movie sets initially. She actually aspired to be a doctor. Quite a contrast to where she ended up, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge pivot. Moving away from a path like medicine, something seen as stable, secure, especially coming from a family, perhaps, with those traditional expectations. It tells us so much about her innate drive, her willingness to kind of define norms right from the start. It wasn't just a small step, it was a massive leap. She moves first to Delhi, then on to Mumbai to pursue acting, a path many in her background might have seen as, well, unconventional, maybe even rebellious. And during this crucial period, she attended DAV school in Chandigarh, had a stint with the elite modeling agency, but I think importantly, she got rigorous training under the renowned theater director Arvind Gar. And this wasn't just, some superficial acting class. Gar's method is known for its intensity. It focuses on inner motivation, character depth, that kind of thing. That early immersive training, it undoubtedly honed her raw talent and instilled this discipline, this fearlessness, really, that became her hallmark. It set the stage for someone unafraid to chart her own course.
Yeah, definitely. And that fearlessness, it quickly translated into a pretty remarkable entry into Bollywood, almost explosive, really. She makes her acting debut in Gangster back in 2006, directed by Anurag Basu. Critically acclaimed film. This wasn't just any first role. It was a critical darling and a commercial success. Immediately put her in the spotlight. And for that performance, she gets the Filmfare Award for Best Female Debut. That's one of India's biggest film awards, winning that right out of the gate. That's a powerful statement. And she didn't stop there. She quickly followed up with other notable performances. Films like Ulam Hai in 2006, tackling a complex role there. Then Life in a Metro in 2007, more critical appreciation. And then Fashion in 2008. Her portrayal of a troubled supermodel in Fashion was so impactful, it earned her the National Film Award for Best Supporting Actress. And for our listeners, the National Film Awards are, well, they're hugely prestigious in India, recognizing artistic excellence, so securing one so early on really solidified her standing.
It really did. And these initial roles, they weren't just about, ticking boxes or building a resume. They established a very distinct presence for her in a really competitive industry. She didn't quite fit the typical Bollywood heroine mold, did she? Often she played characters with this vulnerability, but combined with an underlying strength, or even instability sometimes. It allowed her to stand out. Her ability to inhabit these complex, sometimes darker roles showcased a versatility and intensity that immediately set her apart from many contemporaries. It hinted at the depth she could bring.
Right, and this is where her journey really kicks into high gear, I think. From promising newcomer to, A bona fide mainstream star, leading lady territory, captivating audiences, critics, everyone. This big shift really began with the romantic comedy Tanu Weds Manu in 2011. That was a major box office hit. It showed a lighter side, more vivacious maybe, proving she wasn't just limited to those intense dramas. But the film that truly became a landmark, a defining moment in her career, has to be Queen in 2014. Her portrayal of Rani, this young woman who goes on her honeymoon alone after the wedding's called off, it resonated so deeply across India. The film wasn't just a commercial success, it became a cultural phenomenon, celebrating female independence, self-discovery, and for this incredible performance, she got her first National Film Award for Best Actress. That really affirmed her status as one of India's top talents. And she kept experimenting too, didn't she? Took on unconventional stuff like Revolver Rani, a gritty, dark comedy.
Oh, Queen was undeniably pivotal. Its impact went way beyond just her career personally. It wasn't just a box office smash that proved she could carry a film. I mean, it genuinely changed the conversation around female-led narratives in Bollywood. It proved that a film centered on a woman's journey, without a big male superstar, could absolutely captivate audiences and succeed commercially. And that success, in turn, empowered her. Gave her the freedom to diversify her roles even more, choose projects that were maybe less conventional, showed her artistic courage, her desire to tell stories that mattered to her.
And the momentum just kept going. Her second national award for Best Actress came for Tanu Weds Manu Returns in 2015. Phenomenal box office for that one, too, the sequel. That was a huge achievement, bringing fresh energy to a character people already loved. Then she makes this really bold move behind the camera, into filmmaking itself. In Manikarnika, The Queen of Jhansi from 2019, this massive historical epic, she took on the demanding role of co-director. Now, this move wasn't just about, learning new skills. It really demonstrated her desire for creative control, her ambition to shape the whole narrative from start to finish. She also kept delivering great performances. Films like Panga in 2020, playing a former Kabaddi player, and Thalaivi in 2021, the biopic about Jay Jayalalitha, the actress turned politician. Seems like she has a real interest in these powerful female characters. And it's worth noting she's even set up her own production house, Manikarnika Films, and she's talked openly about wanting to direct more.
That shift into filmmaking, into production. It really raises an important question, doesn't it? What does it tell us about her wanting to tell her own stories, shape her own narratives? It suggests this strong, almost inherent need for artistic autonomy, moving beyond just being an actor, interpreting a script, to someone who actively crafts the vision, the message, right from the beginning. In an industry where creative control for actors, especially women, can be quite limited, that was a bold move. It speaks volumes about her conviction, that she has stories to tell in a very specific way she wants to tell them, taking full ownership, the risks that come with it. It's about being the author of her own artistic destiny, really.
Yeah, that drive for autonomy, that fierce independence. It clearly goes way beyond the film set. Kangana is equally, maybe even more, known for being outspoken. And she often finds herself, let's say, at the center of controversy. It's become a significant part of her public image, almost inseparable. The sources we looked at paint a clear picture, someone unafraid to speak her mind, regardless of the fallout. I mean, for example, she's been incredibly vocal about issues within Bollywood itself. Her strong stance on nepotism, that's well documented, famously clashed with Karan Johar, the filmmaker, on national TV, on his show, no less. And this wasn't just some personal spat. It kicked off a huge nationwide debate about fairness, opportunity in Bollywood, a conversation that maybe hadn't really happened so publicly before. She's also openly shared her often very strong opinions on political and social issues, uses her platform to criticize other celebrities, policies, societal trends, never seems to shy away, even when it puts her at odds with powerful people.
Right. And what's particularly fascinating here is how, despite facing immense backlash, public criticism, bans from award shows, multiple defamation lawsuits, she's managed to remain one of the most talked about, most influential personalities in India, both in cinema and public life. Is quite a segment to her, her enduring presence. And perhaps there's a segment of the population that really resonates with that directness. Whether you agree with her specific views or criticize her methods, her actions have undeniably significantly impacted Bollywood's internal conversations. She's forced a new level of scrutiny onto issues like nepotism, women's empowerment, even the boundaries of free speech within an industry often seen as quite insular. She's like a powerful catalyst for conversation, often pushing uncomfortable but maybe necessary dialogues out into the open.
And that willingness to step into the fray, to challenge things, has now led to arguably the most significant and for many, I'd guess, the most surprising shift in her career yet. entering active politics in 2024. This isn't just, endorsing someone. This is a full-fledged commitment. She officially joined the Bharatiya Janata Party, the BJP, India's current ruling party, and she successfully contested from the Mandi Lok Sabha constituency in her home state, Himachal Pradesh. So, for those less familiar, a Lok Sabha constituency is a parliamentary district she ran for and won a seat in India's lower house of parliament.
And that win, her becoming a member of parliament, it marks a truly profound progression in her public life. It really does. It's a rare and significant leap. Moving beyond just cultural influence as an actress or filmmaker to direct political representation. Policymaking. It symbolizes this fascinating convergence of celebrity and politics, something we see globally, but with a unique Indian flavor given her personality. It's no longer just about influencing opinion from the outside. It's about actively participating in the democratic process, holding public office. It's a very bold move, one few major celebrities navigate successfully.
So what does this all mean? For someone like Kangana Ranaut, and maybe for public life in India more broadly, it really underscores the rarity, the significance of an actress of her stature not just trying, but succeeding in transitioning to active political office. Speaks volumes about her unwavering fearlessness, doesn't it? And crucially, her deep commitment to her convictions, whatever they may be. She's proving she isn't afraid to take on entirely new challenges, use her platform, her voice, her profile in the most diverse, impactful ways possible. She truly represents someone carving her own path against all expectations. And looking back, her career is also just stacked with recognition, accolades, testifying to her talent and impact. She's won 4 National Film Awards, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, plus several Filmfare Awards, consistently showing critical and popular appeal. In 2020, she got the Padma Shri, that's India's 4th highest civilian award, a huge national recognition for distinguished service, and her broad appeal, seen in her multiple appearances on Forbes' India's Celebrity 100 list. That ranks India's most influential, highest-earning personalities.
Absolutely. All of this really cements her lasting legacy as one of the most talented, versatile, and yes, fearless actresses in Bollywood.
Oh.
Her extraordinary journey from that young girl wanting to be a doctor in a small Himalayan town to a national award-winning star, a filmmaker, and now an active politician, it's undeniably redefined the boundaries for women, both in the industry and in broader public life. She's not just an actress. She's become a symbol, maybe of defiance, of an individual who consistently pushes conversations forward, especially on issues like independence, artistic freedom, freedom of speech, all within a very public, often scrutinized sphere.
Sure.
She has carved out this unique space where art, activism, and politics seem to merge in a way that really demands attention.
What an incredible breadth of a journey we've explored today, really, from aspiring doctor, small town, to award-winning actress breaking molds, bold filmmaker taking control, and now a member of parliament representing her home. It's truly a testament to a fiercely independent spirit, someone who clearly charts their own course, against all expectations.
Indeed. And it leaves us with a compelling, maybe even provocative final thought for you, the listener, to consider. How might her dual roles, these increasingly intertwined roles as a prominent cultural figure and an active politician, how might they continue to redefine the boundaries of celebrity influence, public engagement, especially in a rapidly evolving democratic nation like India? It's a question that will undoubtedly continue to unfold in the years to come. Offers a really unique case study in power, personality, and, well, purpose. Definitely something to keep an eye on.